Then the last one that I want to talk about would be Ashmeru.
Yeah.
I think we all know what he's capable of doing. The problem is availability. And we say it all the time. No matter how good a player is, if you are not
available,
you can't help the team.
You are not useful.
And you say, I mention him because, my brothers, in the middle of the park, there's a massive need of a proper number 8.
Yeah. He's very different. He's very different from
we don't
all
have one similar to him is Caleb, right?
Yeah, if you like.
Very similar to him in that sense. Good progressor of the ball, aggressive on the run, aggressive on the tackle. Because Thomas is no longer any of those things, exactly. So we need someone like that beside him.
And Elisha and
Elisha and Zibo are very different.
Elisha, Salis, all of them.
None of them is an 8. No. I'm looking at a proper 8. Says him and Caleb that can play that role. The other ones there are very different. I think the other ones are defensive. So Zibo, Elisha, and Sulemana will fight for that holding midfield position. But if you are bringing Ashmeru, that's not where he's going to come and fight for. He's coming to fight for that 8, where he could do a job.
Maybe in the 4-3-3, he's one of the 3 that is given an advanced role.
Absolutely.
To go up and down.
So that is something they'll be looking at. And I think the team doctors, apart from his football, which we know very well about, I think one thing they'll be doing is assessing him and finding out what this guy can do. Because if they can trust that Ashmeru can stay fit through the tournament, I think there's a chance for him too. And the Nasser boy, Oscar, the Granada right back. No, we don't have a right back. We still don't have a right back. Because the one we called, Otto called, he didn't play, so we didn't even see if the boy can play. He came on to play, 10 minutes or 15 minutes against Austria.
Which one? Marvin?
Yes.
The one that they took, we had to...
that's the one we are Senaya.
Yeah, with Togo over.
I wonder how that story even plays out because...
He came on to play 15 minutes against Austria. Then Otto benched him throughout Germany.
Yes,
he went back very unhappy.
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
And it was a non-competitive game, so he could still go switch and go to Togo.
Yes, that's why I'm asking myself, what is the next part of that story? We never know.
Maybe they'll call him again.
Has Carlos Queiroz spoken to him? How does he feel about the national team? I agree with you that with him, we are in a slightly complicated place. Because as you're saying, he can switch to Togo.
Yes,
and that's fine.
It's just 15 minutes of a friendly game. If he doesn't feel like... But as coach said, Otto was a big part of that problem. So maybe Carlos Queiroz, as she said, he went on a European engagement. We don't know which players he spoke to. They only mentioned Jordan and Partey. Finish. Apart from that, they didn't mention any other players that he's believed to have spoken to. But they said he was going around to engage the players. I would hope that he engaged him. But that being said, I think that the deficit in that position still needs to be fixed. And that's where the Granada boy situation comes in. He has a really good chance of staking a claim and get crashing the Black Star squad in that right back position if he can show a thing or two. So those, in my view, are players playing for positions in the national team. I don't know about the centre back position. Joseph Opoku has had a really good season because 10 goals in the Belgian league is no joke. But he seems to be slightly similar to the youngster, the Edu Kwabena boy. As well, in a lot of ways, like a very strong centre forward. So, and I don't know if we want to take 2 of those because centre forward position, we have a lot of options. Because from Semenyo to Thomas Brandon Asante
but do we have, you see, the thing, when I think about the Black Star centre forward position, I'm asking myself, do we have a presence? Do we have a player who gives us a presence in the box?
I think that's what Prince showed us he can do.
Yeah, I mean, Prince Kwabena, you can tell that long term, that is what he will ultimately become. The player we can play the ball to. But I'm asking when I look at him, I think the aspects of his game that must improve. One, the hold-up play. Maybe he build a bit of physicality, right?
He's physical,
but I'm just talking about the ability to dominate centre-backs. I thought against Germany.
I think basically he needs to be taught how to use his arm.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Because in that game...
And decision making.
Yes,
And
those
decision,
two
yes.
balls that we had, this Tottenham, Zuku,
Kevin
Daniel-
Danso.
Danso bullied him. I mean, it was all you needed to do was to use
Yeah.
his hand to block him off.
Yeah.
Then he's free. And these are things that you expect the coaches to be
Okay.
able to teach and remind him of and
All
get
right.
him to what?
Fine. So
implement.
if I get you, so your conclusion is that centre back is a little in the air. Right back is open, is up for grabs.
Very
Anybody
open,
can
very
take
open.
it. Wide left, we are still trying options. Okay. And
While
then-
left, the options are too many.
Are too
It's
many.
really anybody's game.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
And then there's the unicorn, quote unquote, in midfield.
Yeah.
Who becomes the eight? Who becomes the attacking threat of the team? Because we know Kudus is 50,
Yeah.
more 80-20 not going than
Yes.
50-50.
Yep.
I
But
see.
he
So
can't go. Even where we've gotten to, if he's not fit by now, what is he going to do?
then he
There are
can't.
less than 40 days to the tournament, so
Wow.
he can't go.
So Kudus
40
not
days
playing.
exactly, actually.
40 exactly.
Yeah,
so
so he
Kudus
can't
looks
go.
like he's not.